Howdy gamers, and welcome on back to Squid Junction 48. We're looking at the losers bracket over here right now. We have Grimace Shakers versus Can I Get Genie, can I get Hagglefish Tower Control, please?
I think that's on the menu. I definitely think the Hagglefish Tower Control is on the menu. I know that Barnacle Dime Zones wasn't, nor was Humpback Pump Track Rainmaker. It was not. So may we rest in peace, Biker Jelly. For moments. But yeah,
Back Track.
Yeah, Humpback Pump Track. Eventually I'll get back to it. I just call it Track most of the time, or Humpback. Whatever. The Booyah Bum spam map that I played Remix on. That one.
Yeah, fun.
Anyway, Tower Control Hagglefish. This is gonna be this is a classic map in this game. Hagglefish, just in general, has been in every tournament of Splatoon 3 that I can ever remember. For most of its modes, but Tower Control, honestly, Tower Control and Rainmaker are probably the two that I see the least. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of clams on this one.
Zones is by far the most played, but that's obvious. Just bounce it around. Tower Control, it's unique. It's very wide. First checkpoint is very wide open. Second checkpoint, third checkpoint is also wide open, but it's deep in the spawn. Second checkpoint, it's got some overtaking capabilities.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see if the roller and the brush can really take control the map in those areas, because that's where they want to spend the most time fighting.
And we have an Inkjet apiece here, one per team. You also have that crab on the side of Can I Get 96 Gal Deco as well with that Kraken too. So definitely battle of the Inkjets here, Genie, and it's already happening right now. We're not even 15 seconds in, and we already have a battle of the Inkjets happening here. Femboy looking to try to displace some members of Can I Get but having that Kraken online for them is going to be absolutely major here in trying to push some people out of the way for Grimace Shakers. Can I Get is looking to take this tower to checkpoint number 1.
I can't with you. I literally can't. This is bro. King just said, all right. We'll slow this down for a sec here, but I can't. This is too good. The tower is still going to be rocking forward a little bit. This first checkpoint, I don't think it'll be touched because we see that Stan on this wiper has to take out this brush. They're going to be fighting just at the ranges. We know that Lufet is just kind of chilling on tower, but both teams gonna accept the neutral fight until Euro says time to go with the Kraken. They're gonna be running all the way in this relatively spawn and able to take out Euro. Gonna try and find one more. Kingja, can they fall? No. They're gonna be down below the ledge. They will be taken out, like, I'm pretty sure, Kite on that Zipcaster. Good Zipcaster usage to make some space. Here we go, Saf. The first checkpoint, looking to fall.
Yeah, Can I Get first checkpoint, Genie? That's exactly where they're going to be sitting right here, right now. And Grimace Shakers looking to try to make an entrance here. They have good control of the bats, but resulting in a trade over there and 3 members down. Can I Get soft wipe, Genie, on their side here? So the tower is going to be moving back into mid with Grimace Shakers trying to get some follow-up here. A good assist happening from Femboy there. And you have Michi also trying to help Femboy try to push forward here. The man advantage is on Grimace Shakers' side, so they want to keep that momentum going. But, I mean, Can I Get is struggling to try to get out of this map here, but with Yarrow getting back on that Kraken once again, they're going to try to prevent that tower from getting anywhere further down the line here. But, I mean, the lead is about to flip here, Genie, for Grimace Shakers. Can I get a lead switch, Genie?
Yeah, you got a lead switch. Grimace Shakers, they're going to be taking this forward. Pinches on that top right with their roller. We've got Femboy's Inkjet coming out to be able to at least get an assist. Has to watch out because Bingo, gets hit with that fadeaway shot up the shit. What an amazing play. Grimace Shakers, they're in a 2v2 scenario. They're trying to get their jumps back in. I don't know if, yes, Stan did fall down in that corner. We're going to see Michiru trying to get those safe jumps back in, but not going to be enough because their team is falling as Can I Get is finding those jumps.
Yeah, finding the jumps immediately and just not allowing Grimace Shakers to have the space for safe jumps back in. But Grimace Shakers having a 20-point lead here. Genie, they know that Can I Get is going to have to come to them here and take the proper fight. But Grimace Shakers can't be afraid to go in for the trades there, and that's exactly what they were doing with that Inkjet kill from Michi there. They're going to have this tower still moving in their possession with that first checkpoint having fallen. It's just smooth sailing to this second checkpoint here, unless Can I Get Bats control, Genie, especially with Bingo being able to push up here with that ball point.
Yeah, but has to watch out now because those Charge Sticks are gonna come down. They aren't gonna actually pressure them out too much. Femboy's gonna get taken out by Kite, who's got that Zipcaster going. Gonna try and find that Wiper and gets absolutely sliced up in their Zipcaster. Kingja has that big bubble, not looking so big right now. Sam, that's a tiny bubble to me.
They were holding it down in that tiny bubble, and it's still there, Genie. It's still there under that canopy, providing some jumping space for Grimace Shakers here. Grimace Shakers still going to be moving this tower. We're going to get in to the second checkpoint now, but with the ball point being able to follow up by Bingo, you have Inkjet coming out, forcing two members back into the mid area. Can I get a map control, Genie? They're controlling their side of the map so effortlessly here, even with Femboy coming in with an Inkjet of their own. Not a lot of space to be had for Grimace Shakers to come up through, but with the Inkjet trying to pave the way there, Grimace Shakers are moving on to checkpoint 2, and they are hoping to take that checkpoint 3.
Whoa, Yaru's dancing around on the tower, able to stop it at 1 before having to back off. The big bubbler is going to be out now. This time it's actually big from Kingja. Kite going to be climbing on it, trying to take this checkpoint, to defend this checkpoint. Now it's going to be Femboy behind this tower. They've got to watch out because Kingja's on their canopy as well. This is going to be dangerous. Grimace Shakers, I feel like they can munch their way through this second checkpoint here, Sam.
They definitely can. They're holding their aggression down. Michi finding a lot of space, allowing Femboy to put up here, taking a fight there in the Inkjet form. They're going to try to take Kite down as well, trying to defend that tower, and especially having their jump point from the tower. It's going to be huge. There's so many members of Grimace Shakers holding this tower down, but leading into the knockout with 15 points remaining, only a few seconds left. Genie, can I get... we got a Hail Mary here if they want to try to stay in this game.
I feel like they need an order of can I get a comeback. At the moment, yeah. it's looking kind of bad because they've got Stan working some flanks around them, and as long as they can get their specials up on the side of Grimace Shakers, this will be easy. Beacon's coming up from behind. We're gonna see the crab being punished on tower, and wow, oh my goodness, if that's a way to take the lead or to take over the tower. Bombing the crab from its crab roll, and that's gonna be Grimace Shakers taking game 1 of this best of 3. Remember, everyone, loser side, we are back to best of 3s.
Yeah, Grimace Shakers had really, really good momentum going in there, getting down to the 15 mark. Can I get staggering to come out of the spawning area? And Grimace Shakers was taking full advantage of that. And I also think it comes down to who is more maneuverable Inkjet as well, Genie. I mean, you had Femboy pushing up into the spawn of Can I Get spawn camp.
Yeah, it was a very, very good game of Grimace Shakers once map control flipped. Because Can I Get they had a strong opening. They got the first checkpoint down first before Grimace Shakers. But never, ever were they ever going to get back in the map. Just the Beacon's able to stay alive. And I felt like Yara's 96 paint output just being on that weapon, it kind of slows down your mid retake a little bit. Because it's not the world's greatest painting weapon, nor is the Octobrush in that scenario. The Octobrush can paint well if it's uncontested. But as soon as it's contested, it kind of struggles.
Well, looking on ahead here, we're going back to another market, Genie. Genie, we have to make multiple trips today. We got all of our fresh produce down on Hagglefish Market, but we still need to grab some essentials and some bulk items over at MakoMart. We have our membership cards in hand here. Key talking points here, Genie. Key places to be taken, especially with both teams being able to run an Inkjet and ballpoint. Where do you kind of want to see those key positionings to be happening here?
Calambits is very unique. Always stacks. No matter what happens, you always need to take the stacks, which are on the right side and the left side of the zone area. And glass control and tower control in the first half of the game is critical, absolutely critical. If you control the glass, you can control the first checkpoint, and if you can get through that first checkpoint sooner, the more chances you have at approaching. I'm talking tower control. What?
That's what I said.
Clamblets. There we go. Clamblets, yes. Stack control is always important. Glass control is important, but probably on Clamblets is the least important of all the control areas of all of its modes. It's important in Rainmaker, it's important in tower control, and it's important in Zone, but not so much in Clams. You need to control Freezer. Freezer is what you need. And if Kingja ever finds themselves with a big bubbler down in Freezer, it will be over for Can I Get Up.
They gotta pay attention to where that bubble is going to be. That's going to provide them a lot of coverage, especially coming down the front center lane area to try to get some clams in there. We're kind of over on the side now. It's always the neutral game until the other team can gain the advantage, and right now we're at a 3 versus 3 stalemate. The moment here, you have one member of Grimace Shakers all the way pushed back there, but whoa, all 3 members actually of Grimace remaining getting taken down at the same time, Genie. I mean, literally trifecta there, all of them getting down at the same time. Unfortunately, though, Can I Get doesn't have a lot of time to utilize that space that they were just given there, and not the clams either. So an early wipe to be had, but not much utilization.
No, and they're the gonna be punished. We see Yara running for the hills. Bingo's got this ancient, able to find 1. Can they find Kicked as well? They'll be able to find 2. That's really huge for Bingo. Bingo trying to look for Femboy, their opposite number on that ball point. What a match I'm commentating. I'm talking about Bingo, I'm talking about Femboys. I got the old people excited about Bingo, but I got them wondering what the heck a Femboy is.
Grimace Shakers now having 3 down. You have Michi being the last one up and alive there, trying to go for the top area. But Bingo making the clam and unfortunately missing there, and looking to try to make an entry up to the front there by Kite, trying to take Stan into a fight, but unsuccessful in the fight. Unfortunate for Can I Get missing the basket.
I don't think that one was planned to be on the menu, but you know what? Sometimes the best creations aren't the ones that are planned. We're gonna see Stan trying to find 2. Are they able to find 1? Oh, you're dodge that slash. I thought for sure Yaru was gonna be gone. Gonna be able to stay alive. We got an Inkjet war coming out in the top rope. Kingja's gonna be falling, but I think they were able to trade in that scenario there on that right side. Yaru and Kite have jumped in together, fighting on the low ground, down in the right side, close to that Rainmaker, where that Rainmaker pedestal would be. Here we go. This map is pretty neutral, and neither team has an advantage, nor do they have a score. Who do you think's gonna score first?
No score to be had here, but the clam economy is in Can I Get favor right now. But with Bingo going down in the mid area, that's their range going down, Genie. They do have clams in their possession, but no ball to be had quite yet. It seems like Can I Get doesn't want to push forward quite yet until they have Bingo on the ready on that Inkjet there. If we're looking at the overhead, they do have a power clam in their possession now. There's a lot of fights to be had on that left bat section. Crab Tank going down to the Inkjet that Femboy was having, but now the clam economy is in Grimace Shakers' favor here. They're looking to make a pop, Genie, and Femboy is going to jump in and make the first score.
Wow, and this time they were the ones that were able to get into the basket. Unfortunately for Grimace Shakers, that's all they'll get. But I've said it before, and I've said it again. A push is a push, no matter how small. Does it come back to bite the teams who don't treat it at all?
Yeah, and with that initial push having come to an end, Grimace Shaker still has a really strong hold on mid right now. Michi was gotten an essential double and a trade kind of near the tail end of that push there, preventing Can I Get from coming back out into the map. But having Inkjet and that Zipcaster online right now, Genie, with the Zipcaster going off, or excuse me, the Inkjet going off right now, they are looking to try to push Grimace Shakers out of the way of this basket here. Taking out the clam carrier is going to be huge, and taking out Femboy as well. They have 3 members down. This is Can I Get a moment to push forward and try to get the clams that they need to make a pop of their own.
Stan's able to jump in. They're able to get 1. Will they be able to find another one here? No, they're going to be punished out. But they cause enough distraction, so Grimace Shakers will be here. And can they get up? They got to find some way, a way to get these clams together. They're going to have a Crab Tank. They're going to have an Inkjet. Want to find Femboy, because they're going to be one of the biggest holy pieces to stop this push.
Yep. Can I Get Femboy out of the way? But Femboy's going to one out. But they get fight up area there, but looking to get a couple more clams in their economy, but they are eventually taken down by Michi. Michi has been playing the excellent defense game here, Genie.
Yeah, unsung hero, absolutely. And as soon as I say that, Commentator's Curse, they go down. Yaro's got power climbing going for the backside. They just need somebody to throw one more clam in. They've got a brush. They've got a brush. Kite can throw this in. Can they get the lead? They will. What a way to get the lead at the last possible moment. We got 30 seconds on the clock, 71. It's pretty good. I think Can I Get up? Might be able to find a way back. No, they're going to give it up. That's okay. The Grimace Shakers, they need to find their members to stay alive. They need to be able to get to find their way to get some clams in. They've got, I want to say, probably 15 seconds here to go.
Yeah, 15 seconds to go, and since they do have that power climb in possession, that is going to put us into overtime, Genie. But Can I Get is going to be spread out right in front of this basket. They don't want to lose any space to Grimace Shakers. They don't want to allow Grimace Shakers any leeway. They catch them in mid-jump there.
They gotta stop the power. You cannot let Michiru grab that thing, because if you jump that to Kingja, Kingja will just be able to have that super jump. Luva is gonna try and punish this ball. The ball's gonna be picked up. Will it fall? It will fall. Kingja, they're running. They get shut down. There's no way. Luva's gotta stay on this. They're gonna punish out Femboy. Femboy goes down, and that's gonna be game. Can I get a victory for Can I Get?
Oh my gosh. Can I get a comeback, Genie? Wow. Can I Get us defense there when it really counted? That was essential, and it was what they needed. And Love Free was the MVP there because they had to hold it down while Can I Get tried to respond back into this map, and they kept that power clam from moving any further.
Oh my goodness. I have no words. That was a phenomenal masterpiece of a show. Whatever we got at the market, whatever we got at the mart, they were fresh and they were good. Some things in the market might be frozen, but I tell you one thing, that game was definitely not frozen.
Yeah, Can I Get coupons and discounts, Genie? That's exactly what happened here. They got the best deal. They're moving on into a game 3. This is a best of 3 set here, folks. So we are moving on to game 3. We got our tickets, Genie. We have our admission tickets. 2 adults going on into museum splat zones here. What's something that maybe needs to happen for either of these teams to try to take the win?
They're gonna need to paint the zone, and they're gonna want to make it so that their timer ticks down to 0 on the zone. And if not, make sure that their timer is lower than the other team's timer. I think that's the game plan for this map. If we want a more in-depth game plan, Saf, I'm here and willing to give it to you.
I'm thinking that the ballpoint definitely has to stay, Genie. It seems both teams definitely have some strength and weakness that comes from Inkjet, whether they're playing for it or against it. So Inkjet definitely needs to stay for both teams. A little bit more obstacles to be had, though, might I add, especially with that spinner being in the midsection. Definitely some more cover to be taken by other people with the incoming Inkjet, but also a lot of ink coverage from Can I Get Can I Get has a lot of map control, and they're very strong with their map control. So if Grimace Shakers kind of navigate that well, it could be a hole-in-one for them going into the museum. But we're gonna find out right now. Our tickets are punched. Match point. We go.
Yeah, loser is out of this tournament. I want to see ledge control for both these teams. Grimace Shakers need it for their wiper and their roller. The closer they can get to those ledges below the spinners, the better for them. And for the side of Can I Get it's going to be wanting to have spinner control. You want Yaru to be dancing around with their splash roll on that spinner. You want Kite to be zip casting on that spinner, making it so the ballpoint has a nightmarish time dealing with the zip caster and everything else coming from in front of them.
Yeah, and Yaro's actually taken down early here, the double fight there from Kingja, and also the Wiper kind of in that corner area there. Michiru having some follow-up as well. The first zone cap is going to go to Grimace Shakers, having 3 members up, and you have Kingja doing an excellent job sharking on this side here. They want to take distraction away from the zone, Genie, and that's exactly what they're doing here with that crab take focusing on them and the Kraken. They're going to pop the bubble over there, taking the eyes of Can I Get away from that zone area. Yaro trying to go in with the fight with the Kraken there, but unfortunately going down to stand on the Wiper. I mean, Grimace Shakers have a stronghold here, and they do have the soft wipe in their favor as well.
Bro! Fanboy's the furthest one up! Kingja had to jump to the ballpoint who was camping spinner. That what world is this? Is this solo queue? I've done that in solo queue, but like, this is a tournament. This is like losers quarters. You're always gonna find these shots, and they're gonna be able to get the connections. It's a-okay, but the trading scenario is not what you need. Bingo's gonna have an inkjet. He needs to go big. It's got Femboy down. You got the memory members gonna be able to paint the zone. You gotta have to paint it, and they will. Kingja's gonna try, or Michiru, sorry, is gonna stay alive on the left side for a little bit of time. Kingja jumps in, is falling. Kite gets 2 down scenario. That's a-okay. Can I Get up? Still alive.
Yeah, Grimace Shakers too, trying to take this fight over here, taking Luft out in the process. You have Stan launching those missiles. Femboy pushing up once again onto the spinner, reversing this control again. But Genie, that's a fat penalty for Grimace Shakers to have to take down here, and they're going to do their best to hold it there. Femboy holding 3 members members of Can I Get on their plat area. Yarrow trying to throw it on a wall for some support there. Femboy able to make it out unscathed. You have Kite as well with the Zipcaster ready to go in their back pocket, but with the amount of map coverage that Grimace Shaker holding right now, especially with a bucket and a roller in their arsenal, and the wiper as well. Not a lot of shooting ink to be happening here, but they are maintaining the zone really well, and Kingja with these bubble here is absolutely crucial as well.
Yeah, Kingja just being able to stay down here is like with seeing a Splatana Stamper do. You know how it can just zip, like launch its giant slashes across the entire half of that flat area. Seeing a roller down there, it's just so disgusting. You need to clear it with bombs and missiles. Taking out Bingo, that's gonna be good. Can I get it's looking dangerous for them. I feel like they've got one good push and maybe an overtime push to really get back in here, or the tournament's gonna be over.
Yeah, absolutely. Michi getting a really awesome pick on one that was jumping out for the side of Can I Get. Femboy pushed up once again with Kingja down below these ledges to help follow up, and you have Stan trying to jump up as well and join in the fight, but Kingja kind of holding it down alone. They're still popping that bubble on that right side, Genie, but Can I Get is not really paying too much attention to them anymore as they're going to try and contest this zone right now. At 14 mark for Grimace Shakers. Grimace Shakers are holding on tightly, Genie. They really don't want to let up this control. They want this game to be over.
No, they want it to be over. The splash is the only thing that has the paint zone. If it has the paint zone, you can't have a Kraken paint the zone. It's going to be a wipeout. Grimace Shakers taking this critical game 3 in their knockout fashion. What a way to end an exciting set between these two teams.
Yeah, it was just staggered throughout the entire time there. They had a lot of trouble and momentum to try to keep themselves in on the map area. Grimace Shakers was kind of everywhere all at once. And I think too, Genie, one thing to note is the fact that King just stayed on that right side the entire time with that bubble was absolutely major. They took a lot of the attention away from the objective onto them throughout that game, and they just kept doing it over and over again.
Yeah. I think the order that Can I Get was a Grimace Shake, and unfortunately for them, they're no longer here. I don't even know if they're in Canada. I'm going to be straight up honest. Did you get to have one?
I didn't, and I have no interest, I'll be honest. It's purple, Genie. It can't be good for you.
Oh, it was purple? Oh. that sounds like it takes not just like 5 years of your life, like 15 years of your life away.
Eons off your life.
You know, that I prefer to be around for Splatoon 80 and instead of just only seeing Splatoon 50.
Yeah, right. You want to be around when it turns 80 years old. We'll both be there, front and center.
Yeah. Anyway, with that, we will be going into our next match really darn quickly. So we're going to throw it over to our commercials just quickly so we can set up our maps and our stream. But as soon as those are done, I promise you, we'll be back. So see you on the other side of these short commercials.